Hi everyone. Welcome back to Easy Language Routine. Before we start our story today, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss our daily routines. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Are you ready to improve your English? Let's dive into today's story. Digital Silence, the Offline Journey. Part 1. In the year 2026, everyone lived inside their phones. Maya was a 28-year-old graphic designer who lived in a big, noisy city. She was a successful woman, but she was always tired. Every morning, before she opened her eyes, she reached for her phone. She checked her emails, her social media, and the news. My head hurts, Maya thought one Monday morning. She looked at the screen. Her screen time was 10 hours a day. She felt like a robot. She did not see the sun, she only saw the blue light of her smartphone. I need a change, she said loudly. She remembered an old house in the mountains. It belonged to her grandfather. There was no internet there. There was no television. There was only the sound of the wind and the trees. Maya decided to go there for 1 week. She called it her digital detox. When she arrived at the old house, the silence was strange. She felt nervous. Her hand moved to her pocket many times to find her phone. But she put the phone in a wooden box. She locked the box and hid the key. The first night was very hard. She sat by the fire, but she did not have any videos to watch. She did not have any friends to text. What am I doing here? She asked herself. She felt very small in the big, dark forest. The next morning, Maya woke up because of the birds, not an alarm. She walked outside. For the first time in years, she really looked at the world. She saw the green grass, the gray rocks, and the clear blue sky. She took a deep breath. The air was cold and sweet. Suddenly, she saw a man near the river. He was painting a picture. He looked very peaceful. Maya walked to him slowly. "Hello," she said. The man smiled. "Hello. I am Elias. I live in the small village over the hill." Elias did not have a phone in his hand. He had a brush and a piece of paper. "Why are you painting?" Maya asked. Elias laughed gently. "Because I want to remember how the light hits the water. A camera takes a photo in a second, but a painting takes time. Time is the most beautiful thing we have." Maya stayed with Elias for 2 hours. They talked about books, colors, and the mountains. Maya realized something important. She was talking to a real person without looking at a screen. It felt like magic. When Maya returned to her grandfather's house, she found an old notebook and a pen. She started to write. She didn't write for likes or comments. She wrote for herself. Her heart felt light, and her mind felt clear. The digital silence was finally beautiful. Part 2. The Village Festival. 2 days later, Elias came to Maya's house. "There is a festival in the village today," he said. "Everyone is coming. Would you like to join us?" Maya hesitated. She thought about her box with the phone. "Is there music?" she asked. Elias smiled, real music, Maya. Not from a speaker. They walked down the mountain path. Maya saw things she usually missed. She saw a family of rabbits. She saw the different shapes of the clouds. Without a phone to take photos, she used her eyes to save the moments in her brain. The village was small but full of life. There were long tables with bread, cheese, and fresh fruit. Children were running and laughing. No one was looking at a screen. People were looking at each other's faces. An old woman started to play the violin. A man played a large drum. People began to dance in a circle. Elias took Maya's hand. "Don't think, just move," he shouted over the music. Maya danced for 1 hour. She was sweating and her heart was beating fast. She felt more online with her body than she ever felt on the internet. Later, they sat under a big tree. Maya talked to a girl named Clara. Clara was 15 years old. Maya asked, "Don't you miss social media?" Clara looked at the mountains. "Sometimes. But when I am on my phone, the world stops. When I am here, the world happens. I prefer the world." Part 3. The lesson. On the 5th day, a heavy rain started. Maya stayed inside the house. Usually, on a rainy day, she would watch videos for 5 hours. Now, she had nothing but her thoughts. The digital itch returned. She wanted to know the news. She wanted to see if anyone sent her a message. She went to the wooden box. She touched the key. Her heart was racing. "No," she whispered. "I am stronger than a plastic box." She opened her grandfather's old library instead. She found a book about stars. She read for 3 hours without stopping. Her concentration was returning. In the city, she could only read short texts. Here, she could dive deep into a story. She found an old photo of her grandfather in the book. He was holding a map and smiling. He looked so present. Maya realized that she spent years sharing her life but not living it. She cried a little, but they were good tears. It was a cleaning of her soul. The rain stopped, and a beautiful rainbow appeared over the valley. Maya went outside and sat on the wet grass. She didn't try to take a photo of the rainbow. She just watched it disappear slowly. "Tomorrow I go back to the city," she thought. "But I am not the same Maya. I don't want to live in a pocket anymore. I want to live in the air." She felt ready to face the noise of the city with a silent heart.